Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem New Mystery the Emblem. In the last episode, we finally, and I mean finally, have taken down General Lang. It's taken us quite a bit of chapters to actually finally fulfill that goal, because every single time we've been able to interact with him, it was not the perfect time to do it, and now that since we're officially against the Archanea Empire, we were finally able to actually get rid of him by our own means. So, with that, we actually unlock the side story chapter for Chapter 6, and we're going to be finally heading into Mercenary Squad, which is, if I remember correctly, there is some mercenaries actually marching down to the Grustian Old Burn Keep, which is where we're at the moment, directly towards us, and they know of our location at the moment. And they're led by one of the assassins that tried to assassinate Marth during the Assassination of a King chapter, also known as Prologue 8. Also, the same assassins that tried to kill Reese in the extra story for Chapter 3 as well. So, with that, we're finally going to be facing off with Legion, which technically is our first time actually face-to-face meeting him, since the only time we've seen him is in a distance, because he's always like behind the scenes. We've seen him during one of the prologue chapters taking down a village, which was part of a plan of Katarina's to actually make the 7th platoon look better than they actually were, even though they were actually pretty good to begin with, and they really didn't even need the extra help from the assassins to actually become the Royal Guard, because honestly, Marth grew onto Spooks pretty much, actually really easily, due to the fact that he knew that his father was a part of the veteran knights that ended up getting injured and ended up retiring, and then he eventually died. So, with that, we're going to actually head into Mercenary Squad. I don't know how big the chapter is going to be, but we're going to do all this in one episode. So, however long this is, it might be a short episode, it might be a long episode, I honestly don't know. I highly doubt it, it's a smaller maps, but who honestly knows how much story we got, because we could always have a bunch of supports, or maybe the beginning of the chapter has a little bit of extra story. So, with that, let's see what we got here.
Sire, we have been ambushed by the enemy. Enemy troops are waiting for us ahead.
Alright, Yig and Spooks, make preparations for battle. Yes, at once. Okay, that's actually a really short one. Okay, not bad. Okay, let's talk to everything. We got, wow, that's a bunch of them. 6 whole things to check out. Okay, so this works out.
Apparently a mercenary group is awaiting us at our destination. However, we are the renowned and mighty Altean army. There is no need for us to fear mere mercenaries. We'll crush the enemy and return to Altea as soon as possible.
True. Doesn't sound too hard. Honestly, mere mercenaries taking on the Royal Guard of Altea, because we're literally their top guard. That's the reason why the 7th platoon is so close to Marth, is because they are literally the strongest of all his knights, other than some of his allies that are still around that we haven't recruited yet, because Trey and Norn got separated from them when we met them in the last chapter, when they told us about the huge reinforcements following right behind them, which we heard in third person from Lord Lang, because he told us that in the third person when we were watching over his side of the story, he was talking to Samuel, also known as the fake Navarre, during that chapter, that there was reinforcements making their way to the castle to do a pincer attack. So, other than that, we got a bunch of supports to do. So, let's see here. Cecile and Spooks. Well, we also have the second one for Mauricia, which we get to continue hers. And a bunch of new ones, which we haven't started on yet. So, let's see what we got here with Cecile and Spooks. So, I have a favor to ask of you. May I train with you? Sure. I don't mind. It won't be easy, though. Are you alright with that? Of course. You won't hear me complaining. Also, let me make this clear, don't go easy on me just because I'm a woman. That would be an insult to me.
Honestly, fair enough. Well said, Cecile.
I'm an Altean knight just like you. I expect the same rights as any other knight, and of course the same responsibilities. I hate being spoiled or favored because I'm a woman.
Honestly, fair.
I can see, honestly, that point. I don't like, people thinking, poorly of me for anything about myself. Say, let's see here, because I'm a gamer, they think I'm either weak or something, even though I'm actually pretty strong. I do weightlifting and stuff like that. And also, I've been called a girl multiple times, just because, I don't know why, I guess I'm more feminine looking, I don't know why, but people think of me less for some reason, or think I need extra help. Like, say, like, they'll open the door up for me and say, you're welcome, ma'am, or something like that. It was just really weird for me. I'll be honest, I see exactly where Cecile's coming from for that, to be completely honest. But, let's continue. You're strong, Cecile. Not at all. That's the least thing. Huh? What's wrong? See, Spooks, didn't you hear something? Huh? No, not a thing. I didn't hear anything either. It sounded like a sound howl. I'm sure it's just the wind. What's wrong, Cecile? You don't look too well. I'm calling it a day. Training too much is bad for your body, after all. True, I guess, but what was that? Cecile? But we haven't even started training yet. That was weird. Huh? I'm actually really confused. What was that? Huh. That's really weird. She just ran off out of nowhere. Huh. I guess we'll find out in her next support, hopefully. Maybe something's wrong or something. Maybe there's some kind of thing tied to her story that made it so she can't stick around certain places for too long. Or, like, maybe she has a different personality or something. Like, split personalities. Kind of like, what I'm kind of thinking, maybe like something like Cinderella. Where Cinderella was a princess, but also a handmaiden. And she was two different people, but after, I believe, 12 o'clock, she turns back into the handmaiden, because the whole reason why she even turned into a princess in the first place was due to a spell cast by the fairy godmother, and she only had a certain amount of time until she turned back to the other thing. It's probably nothing like that, but I'm getting some weird vibes like that. I could be completely wrong, but that would be kind of interesting for, like, a split personality kind of character like that. But I honestly don't know. I have no clue what's going on with that. But let's see here. Mauricio was pretty weird in her last one. She was hitting on Marth quite hard and thinking that Marth actually liked her, even though he's literally wed to Seda at this very moment. So, who knows what's going on with hers? How awful. He was just toying with me. Oh, yeah, I've heard that story. You told Sir Yagan you were going to marry Prince Marth, and asked to meet him privately. It's no surprise you made Sir Yagan furious. But Prince Marth looked at me with such sparkling eyes. And even Granny was fooled too. Prince Marth played with my pure innocent heart. What? No, that's not true. Stop making such outrageous claims. I can't let you spread false rumors about my liege. True, honestly, that is pretty weird. But it was my first love. Don't cry? Alright, come on. I'll buy you a pastry, so please stop crying. Don't treat me like a kid, I'm a grown-up. Honestly, you got me there. I honestly can't even tell how old you are, to be honest. For all I know, you're like 15, and you're probably still a kid. For all I know. I literally can't tell. There's literally nowhere... Actually, there might be. There's a guide section that you can look at characters. There might actually be... Might tell you how old she actually is. All I know is she's a pupil of Lena, and that's literally it. Pastry has to be sweet, got it? You do want it, don't you? I like sweet pie, like Granny used to make. Alright. I'll do what I can, so please cheer up. Spooks, thank you. You're on my side, aren't you? Uh-huh. You're right. What matters now is how Prince Marth and I feel about each other. I won't give up just because the old sack of bones won't allow it. Thank you, Spooks. I'll do my best. Uh-huh. How do I fix this mess now? Honestly, I got no clue, buddy. Literally myself to myself, no clue. Just gonna be honest. Ooh, we got one with Ogma and also Camus. Ooh. Let's do Ogma first and then we'll go into Camus. Sir Ogma. Spooks? What, huh? What's wrong? You look serious. There's something I'd like to ask you. please let me learn from you, Sir Ogma. Yeah, actually, that would be a good thing for us, because he's a really tough mercenary, and he's actually one of the strongest knights that were under Marth's like platoons and stuff like that. Literally, he's one of the strongest, in my opinion. And yeah, he's really good. So if you want to learn how to fight, I think Ogma would be the best person, since he literally was fighting in a gladiator arena. He's known for being a gladiator. So yeah, if anyone you want to be recruiting, it would be Ogma. And honestly, learning from Ogma would be also a good thing, as him being your teacher means you're going to get a lot stronger. And yeah, he's really good to honestly learn from, in my opinion.
I don't understand. You're a fully fledged knight, are you not? Why do you seek from a mere mercenary?
Sir Ogma, I'm not only are you a hero from the previous war, but you saved Princess Yumina and Prince Ubello from an enemy castle, all by yourself. I don't think you're a mere mercenary.
Sorry, friend, but find somebody else. I'm not someone who teaches others.
Aw, well, that's unfortunate.
I'm a man who can do nothing but fight.
Then I want you to fight me. Could I ask you to spar with me, one-on-one?
What?
My grandfather used to tell me this. The best way of knowing somebody is fighting them. Through battles, you get to understand not just your opponent's techniques, but also their personalities and upbringing. Actually true. Even enemy generals, we end up learning some of their stories from fighting them. That's actually very true. Good on your grandfather for telling you that, actually. Which he actually brought that up with Katarina, when she was actually our friend. I don't know if she even cares about us anymore, but it seems like she might, due to some of her actions. But honestly, I'm not too sure there. But yeah, we heard that one other time during the prologue. But honestly, I believe it, honestly, when it comes to Fire Emblem logic.
I see. Your grandfather is correct, but you realize this, right? Once I start, I'm not going to play around.
I am prepared.
Very well. Come.
Let's do this. And I guess we're fighting right now at this very moment. Okay, let's check out what's going on with Camus, though.
You all?
Spooks? And no need to tell me. You're Sir Sirius. And they don't actually know who he is, so I'll call him Sirius when the characters say it. But I always go back and forth between it, because he has 3 aliases. His real name's Camus, his alias is Zeke, and Sirius. And in this game, I don't know if he's even going to come out as Camus, even though he is Camus. Since there's literally, well, you could tell him just by his attire, he's literally just wearing a mask. It's literally just like, what was it, Conrad from Shadows of Valencia, or even Fire Emblem Gaiden, which is the second game in the series. So, literally, it's literally just like that. I think that's where he got his idea from, honestly, because Conrad is a masked knight in that game as well. And Celica doesn't even know that it's him until later in the story, based on what I remember. But, other than that, let's continue.
Indeed. You're a rude fellow.
Rude? What did I do?
That murderous hatred is directed at me.
That's right. I don't trust you one bit. Wow, that's rude. First of all, you hide your face and identity. Sirius, isn't even your real name, is it? What makes me most suspicious is your stance. You never leave any openings. I can tell you're a warrior of great renown.
You speak of my defensive stance. That's perfectly natural in a battlefield.
Don't change the subject. You are no mere knight. How can Spooks really tell that? That is really weird. I guess he has a lot of insight, I guess. Well, it makes sense, since he is a mage. It would make sense that he would have a higher... Because you have to... I think it's higher intellect in the world, even though we gain magic. I think, actually, the higher your intellect is in the story, the higher your magic power actually is, when it comes to actual how stats work in the social standpoint, when it comes to that and stuff. I think that's how it actually works. But you can also you could be really smart and not know magic as well, which is why you would be really strong more than likely, and also probably have like more skill, which means you can crit more, and basically is what I'm trying to say. But honestly, It makes sense now that I think about it. Who the hell are you?
What will you do if I don't answer?
Prince Marth is very kind, however, I know there are scoundrels who would take advantage of his kindness. I shall protect Prince Marth from these villains at all cost.
It seems we won't be able to solve this with words alone.
My thoughts exactly.
Then here I come.
Oh, he actually struck me.
What?
You're too fast.
Be at peace. It was a blunt strike.
Huh? Oh, I guess he knocked me out, I guess. I'm honestly not sure what just happened. But he did strike me, that's all I know. But, yeah, I guess that proves that he's a stronger knight. But he is a paladin. He's literally a higher class of knight than we are. So it would make sense that he would easily destroy us in battle. Since we are literally just I think we're level 11 mage, I think, now? But we're nowhere close to leveling up to that, because I'm going to try and get to level 20 before wasting Master Seals. Because honestly, that's the best way to do it, because once you get there, you can actually pump in more and more stats the higher level you are. And then you can use those extra levels that you can gain from not ranking up immediately to increase your stat flow as much as you can. Although we did increase Mauricia early, she was level 11 when we used a Master Seal on her. But it was for a good reason, because she had no way to defend herself or get easy gains to experience and stuff other than healing. So honestly, it makes sense. But let's see here. We got Cecile and Roderick here. Wait right there, Roderick. Why did you try and cede me on a seat in the previous War Council?
Why do you even ask? It's tough to take part while standing all the time, right?
Save me the unnecessary concerns. Just treat me as if I were if I were a man. Honestly, that honestly doesn't matter there. That's literally just being nice. And I'm pretty sure he just did it just because he just wanted to be nice there. I think she got the wrong idea that time. Because sometimes you can with that, because maybe he's just being a nice guy, because honestly there is some pretty nice people out there.
I've been thinking about that for a while. Actually, isn't that kind of unreasonable?
Why? How complicated is it?
Even if you tell me to treat you as a man, it's a simple fact that you're a woman, Cecile.
Okay, no, he did it for a different reason. Okay, so he's being Luke, but in Roderick way, being cold and... Honestly, I don't really understand Roderick yet. All I understand is he's, like, cold and he's calculated, is all I really understand from Roderick.
It felt wrong for me to sit down while you were forced to stand.
My legs aren't so weak as to prevent me from standing through a War Council.
That's not the point.
You felt it was wrong because you think women are weak?
That's pretty bad. If it was the case, I guess. But who honestly knows? I don't know what Roderick's true plan was with that.
I can't stand people who think of me that way.
Why make such a fuss over gender distinctions? Why not just accept my affection?
Affection? What do you mean by affection?
Is there something wrong?
You won't sway me in with that word. Affection's got nothing to do with this.
Okay, so he did it because he liked her. Okay, I understand it. So it is a misunderstanding, which I was right at first, because I wasn't too sure if it was because if Roderick was like Luke, where he'd think a little bit more lowly of Cecile, because he's literally a Romeo. He's literally only thinking out for himself. I think Roderick here is just trying to be nice, and as we saw, he apparently likes her. In some way, we don't know. Maybe it's just, like, friendly. Or it could be he actually really likes her, like, romantic way. But honestly, I honestly don't know, because Roderick doesn't really show his emotions too much. Did she misunderstand something? Honestly, I think so. She definitely did, but let's check her how's everyone real quick, since there might be something in here.
I must train too. If I want to get over my fear of battle, I have to train hard.
Okay, 16 experience, and that's it. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, so now we can actually get into actually doing what we're doing. Okay, I believe it was Marth, Spooks, Julian, Mauricia, Cecile, Luke, and Katria, since we only have certain units we can use. I don't think we need to bring Ryan. I think this should be pretty much fine.
because Luke's close to leveling here. We can maybe get a free level here. And then Katria, we need her because we're actually going to need her for this chapter to actually make it work. So we will need that. And other than that, I think we're ready. So let's do this. I don't think I need any new items because we did we reinforced our items in the last episode, and this is a smaller chapter, so I honestly think we don't need to do any of that. So honestly, I think we'll be fine. So with that, let's get into Chapter 6X, Mercenary Squad. So in order to actually get Rad and Caesar, you actually can't fight them. If you fight them and knock them out, they will die. So we actually have to be careful here. We did it, Caesar. Our ambush was a success. They are completely surrounded. Tactical victory is ours.
I see. However, don't lower your guard. Our enemy is the Altean army. We know how strong they are.
Oh, they actually do know it's us. Okay, so they actually don't care about us too much. Although if we do win and get through this fight without killing them, we will be able to recruit them. So I wonder what's going to happen then. Will we end up taking them as like war soldiers or something? Honestly, I don't see Marth doing it like that, but it could happen. You never know. But let's see here. But Caesar, are you really fine with this? We did fight under Altea's banner in the previous war.
We're mercenaries. We have no leash. I need gold and I will do anything for it. Even selling my soul to the devil.
Gold, huh? Indeed, when we get the reward from Emperor Halden, I'm sure we could save her. Save who? Alright, let's do this, Caesar.
Rad, there's no need for you to follow me. My sister is my business. The Altean army is strong. You'll die if you're careless.
Wait a minute. Sister? Oh, wait, is Caesar the one with the sick sister? I think I remember something like that. We heard it very shortly and briefly. Is this the character that was the one with the sick sister in the original story with War of Shadows? I think it might be. I'm not entirely sure now. Or maybe she's captive somewhere. I'm jumping to conclusions, but I remember someone being sick in the last war, and that's the reason why they joined us, because they needed the money. I'm doing this for my own interest, too. So I'll tag along with you, Caesar, as I always have, and always will.
Very well. Then let's go.
Okay, and here we go. Oh, and here's Clarice. Okay, here we go. So we got Legion and Clarice in this chapter. No, Legion. Legion, you're ready, I presume?
Yes, I finally have my turn now. Together with those mercenaries, we'll give Marth a royal funeral.
It seems some of those mercenaries were Marth's allies in the previous war. I do wonder if they'll be of any use.
So what? Doesn't matter. If they're useless, all I have to do is kill him myself.
Pa, I don't like you getting in the best parts. Oh well, do whatever you want.
Still don't know why they're trying to assassinate us. Because apparently, based on what I've been reading, it seems like the assassins weren't even in the original New Mystery of the Mystery of the Emblem. But they are new to this game. But you can get extra story, which was DLC for this game, called the Assassin's DLC, which actually adds extra story where you actually get to play as these guys for one of the chapters. So honestly, I'm gonna check that out if I can possibly open it up somehow. I don't know how you play it, because we are playing an emulator and I don't know if it's already built into the emulator or what's going on there. But this actually looks like a really small chapter, so let's see here. We're right next to Caesar, so the best thing I can possibly think of doing here is, honestly, the best thing I can think of here is using our rescue staff and bringing Marth directly on top of the seizing area over here and completely one-turning this. And that's literally the best way of thinking of getting a Rad and Caesar here. Unless you can maybe block them and not kill them on accident. But I honestly don't know how you would do that with how small the map is. Oh, they have 0 movement, actually. Okay. Then we don't need to do that, then. As long as we don't move close to them, we're actually fine here. Okay, then we don't even need to worry. As long as we don't go near them, then we're perfectly fine. Okay. Let's see here. Best thing I can think of doing here is putting Luke here, so we might not even need to one-turn this. As long as we do this correctly, we can actually do it the way we're doing it right now. Let's see here. We can move Cecile on this side. Wait there. Let's put Marth here. And then we can use Spooks to blast through this guy. Let's use the Fireball, since it's better to waste the durability on... Actually, only 1 durability loss for our Fireball, since we got this 6% crit chance. How come we didn't get any of those random crits when we were trying to use Ryan in the last chapter? Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention, I used the Aquarius star symbol that we got from Samuel in the last chapter, the fake Navarre, and actually ended up throwing it onto Spooks, and I found out that you can actually mix and match the star symbols. So we actually have 2 magic now, instead of just 1. And actually, this is actually really good, since we have extra resistance, and we have 2 extra magic to deal with. So technically, we're 13 magic with 10 speed, which is really good since we're the only magic dealer on the field right now. So honestly, it's better than having nothing at all. Can these guys run through water? Nope, they just have hand axes. Okay, I was wondering. I wasn't too sure. Oh, they're bowmans. Okay, bowmans make this a little bit harder. But, let's see here. I'm trying to think of how we should do this. Honestly, I should probably turn this on to figure out where we should go. And then we'll figure out from there. Okay, best thing I can think of is going down here. Actually, is the archers able to run to us? Let's see here, based on the map, let's turn off this, and then turn this on. Okay, they can reach me, so I need to be in like the positions down here over the bridge, and then just toss javelins. Okay, let's do that instead. That's actually smarter, because then we're not playing with fire with the bowmans, which could probably more than likely one-shot me if I'm not playing carefully. Let's move Mauricia into a safe spot here, because it's actually the safest spot I can think of putting her. And then, yeah, this is probably the best place. So let's move her where Katria is, right next to her. Okay, this will prove if Rad and Caesar will start moving or not. Hopefully they won't, and that makes things easier for us. But honestly, I'm not too sure. Okay, this guy is chasing us down, which I actually expected him to do, so we don't need to worry too much since I was planning on him moving, because he has movement, so we shouldn't be too bad here. We got some vulneraries, which is really good. Okay, he's gonna hit us with a steel sword, or steel axe. Actually, the enemy has a hand axe here. Marth's not even in a good position here, actually. Actually, wait a minute. I don't even have my sword out for Julian, oops. Actually, I think we just lost here just because of, positioning. Marth, I'm gonna actually need you to level here. If you level... Nope, you're not gonna level. Please don't hit me, please! 41%! Okay, he's going for Spooks. Oh, that was too close. Way too close. Okay, we have one more hand axe. Okay, it's only 3 damage. Oh, okay, that was way too much. Way too much in short amount of time. Okay, Julian, you are gonna be running at this guy. Not enough damage. Okay, let's see here. I can think of something. Marth, no. Who do I want to go with? Oh wait, we got this guy behind us, actually. Let's see here. What can we possibly do here? Maybe toss some javelins at this guy, drop them low enough for someone to actually get the experience here. Maybe Julian. And we also got a level from Katria. I didn't even notice she was close to leveling. Okay, 26 HP and 20 speed. Is 20 the max in this game? It seems like it is. Okay, so 20 is max, so we're actually really good in levels then, at the moment then, based on that, which is not bad at all. Okay, I'm gonna have Cecile flank from the side, and see if we can get rid of one of these guys. What's the best way we can do this? Okay, it looks like we have to use the Lady Sword here, so Lady Sword this axe wielder so we don't have to worry about long range, because long range could be bad here, and we need to make sure that we're not dealing with it, because honestly, too much long range could be our downfall here, so let's be careful. Okay, Steel Sword the Archer, get him off the battlefield, because we need to get all the range off the field so we're not dealing with it and having the chance of going down. Okay, not bad, not bad. Luke is getting close to getting a level here, so we should probably give him this. But I'm going to give Julian this knockout, since it's actually smarter for him to get this, because it's easier for him to actually fight the lower health enemy than it is for him to fight the axe wielder over there. Okay, and then Steel Sword for Luke over here, which will get rid of this archer, making it 10 times easier for... Well, Marth's not going to get one-shotted here by some random enemy, based on Caesar and Rad looking like they're not even gonna even think about moving, which is good for us. Actually, would it be better for Militia to get this? Actually, no, she probably doesn't need it. But let's see how much damage she does. Wow. What? She does 12 damage there. What? How much damage do we do? 19. She doubles this guy, too. Okay, I need her speed. What's her speed looking at? Like, because I would like to double people like she is. Wow, that's actually really nice. She's actually really good, isn't she? Huh. I'm just gonna see how much damage we would have done to him. 12 damage. Okay, just wondering. Okay, we can use our turn to heal up Altea, because it's free experience, might as well. 10 experience is always nice. Okay, not bad, not bad. And now it's just Legion. Okay, this makes things easier. Okay, who wants the level, though? Actually, wait, they're yellow over here. Can I talk to them? Nope. Just wondering. Okay, so let's see here. So, the best thing I can think of doing here is trying to think of a way to maybe get some free experience here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything for free here. Maybe Julian, actually. Julian can do this. Okay, so let's do Luke first. Drop him a decent amount. Let's hear what we can do over here. Wee! Come, let's fight! Okay, let's do this, Legion. I can smack you a couple times for fun. You and your hand axe that only does 5 damage is not going to do too much to us. These extra chapters seem like they're just basically for extra experience, honestly. And free characters, of course. Okay, and then Julian can rush down Legion right here. And we are done with this chapter, pretty much, because I don't think Rad and Caesar are going to just randomly start charging us. I won't die, even if you kill me. Wee hee. Okay. Well, down goes Legion, or Roro, based on... I believe that's actually his Japanese translation, based on his Japanese name, but his actual English translated name is Legion, and you should know that because of Fire Emblem Heroes. But, honestly, I still like that name. Roro doesn't actually sound that bad. It sounds like a, what do you call it? Trying to think of who it is. I'm thinking of more like, V for Vendetta kind of thing for his name. That's basically how I'm getting that kind of vibe from the name Roro. I think maybe that's the reference? It could be, because he wasn't in the original based on what I've read. So it would make sense that they might do some kind of reference for each and every character to be of something that they wanted to reference into the stories for the assassins. But let's see here. We got HP, strength, skills, speed, and luck. Really, really good stats. Although I would have liked some defense. Honestly, could have been worse. Okay. Other than that, actually, we can actually use a turn to heal, because everyone's full HP pretty much, other than Julian, but let's just run over to Julian, use a heal staff, get a free experience right here, and then next turn we can heal up Marth, and then we can actually just end the chapter off. I don't even have to do anything in between episode, because literally this chapter's over. Not bad. This actually makes it easier, because now I don't have to do all the Mauritia healing in between episode or anything. We can do one heal and then end turn immediately. Looks like Mauritia is going to get a level for this too, so that's actually really good. Cool. Okay, we'll take it. So we got level 3 for Mauritia, which means she gets some more stats, and 0 on the dot actually, so 100%. Magic, speed, defense, resistance. That's everything I could have asked for, honestly. I don't mind not getting skill. I don't mind getting no HP. Honestly, an increase on magic damage, increase on being able to double people, and having the ability to survive more hits for our defensive resistance, and also resistance is really good since we have tanks. We now have a tank for being able to resist any kind of magic damage. We can just throw her or Altea into the fray, and we'll be able to actually use them instead of running Spooks in there. Actually, Spooks is pretty decent. He has 6 resistance right now due to his Aquarius star symbol. But we threw Marth into the battle with 2 mages in the last episode, and literally he dropped a 1 HP. I believe it was 1. And it was due to a swarm and an Hellfire. Yeah, it was not the smartest, brightest idea I've ever had, but at least we survived, if I'll be honest. But yeah, at least we have something that can help us here. But let's end the chapter and proceed to Chapter 7. And there it is, Chapter 6X is now finished. Pretty easy. And now we have Caesar and Rad, which was actually not hard at all. Based on how I was reading it, it sounded like it was going to be much harder. Like, yeah, they were going to chase us. But they didn't move at all, making this 10 times easier to recruit them. So, with that, let's see here.
You win, Prince Marth. I should have known you weren't a foe. We you could defeat with pretty tricks. I surrender. Kill me if you or whatever. I'm all yours.
Caesar, I'd like to hire you and Rad, if possible. I want you to come with us. You and Rad fought by my side in the previous war. In the War of Shadows, in fact. You're both my comrades.
Prince, forgive me, but we're mercenaries. All we did in the previous war was fulfill our duties, as hired swords.
It might have been just a job for you two, but not for me. Both of you are my precious comrades. You were then, and still are now.
Prince, I appreciate your willingness to say such kind words to mercenaries like us. However, at the end of the day, we're hired swords. Therefore, we ask for gold. Prince Archanea occupies your country. It's obvious you don't have any extra resources needed to pay us.
Well, you have a point. We have gold. We shall reclaim Altea, our homeland. Once we do, we will have access to the gold we have there. True, true, true. Altea may be occupied by Archanea now, but we shall defeat them, and then you'll have the gold you seek. True.
Do you honestly think you stand a chance against a powerful kingdom like Archanea?
Yeah. Prince Marth shall be the victor. We won't be defeated. Honestly, I believe that too, honestly. I don't know how the story ends, but honestly, I have good faith on Marth, honestly. I honestly feel like we can easily fight through the Archanean Empire and whatever things we run into. Because I'm pretty sure the Archanean Empire is actually the final chapter, based on what I understand. Because I'm pretty sure Harden's the endgame boss. Or, honestly, I could be wrong. I honestly don't know.
You're an odd man.
True. Very true. Spooks is very, very much an odd person.
It seems you have the power to move the hearts of others, just like Prince Marth does. Even if it seems an impossible task, you might just be the man to pull it off. That's how you make me feel.
Since you failed your mission, Archanea won't pay you the gold you seek anymore. True. If you're a hired sword, working for gold, following Prince Marth would serve your interests better. Am I wrong?
Fair enough.
True, honestly. We completely forced him to be on our side, because he just thought about it. He had failed his mission. Archanea's not going to pay for him anymore. And I'm pretty sure Harden would literally, more than likely, at this point, probably execute him based on how he's been acting. So, yeah, I don't think they would have any kind of chance of getting any kind of money from Archanea after what just happened here.
Prince Marth, Rad and I are now your hired swords. We shall accompany you for as long as you wish us to.
Thank you, Caesar. Thank you indeed, Rad and Caesar. Don't know if I'm going to use you because you were playable in the original. And honestly, I like the units I'm using right now, so we won't be using you, but welcome to the team anyways. And we'll see how your story progresses throughout the entirety of this story anyways, because we might see them again in one of the chapters, like beginnings or something. You never know. It's possible.
Oh dear. Legion, it seems your clone died.
Oh, he was no clone. He was my brother. We're all Legion.
Whatever. So, are you the real Legion or just another clone?
Who knows? I forgot. Wee. The Alteans are strong. Next time I'll bring all my brothers. Real me and brothers together. We'll kill Marth. Wee.
Every time I say wee, it sounds like I'm, doing like Waluigi's laugh or something. And also, if you're wondering why there's two, saves for Chapter 6, I ended up saving the chapter for, Chapter 6 where I healed everyone up with Mauritium, and ended up just getting rid of the, Chapter 5 save, I believe that was, in that slot specifically. And, also, actually, I think I made another, then I resaved over it to have our units ready in case I had to one-turn it, because I was going to go through the chapter normally, and then if Caesar or Rad ended up knocking themselves out, I was going to have this extra save to be able to redo it and show you how to one-turn it. But we don't need to do that since we did it perfectly fine because Rad and Caesar didn't move and I didn't have to worry about accidentally knocking them out. So with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. I'll be seeing you all in Chapter 7 of our story. I believe there's 24, I think? I could be wrong, but we have still got quite a bit of the story left. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll be seeing you all in Chapter 7. And I believe we'll be making our way to the Altea Castle in the next episode. I could be wrong. Take it with a grain of salt. And it looks like we had basically a normal-sized episode. What it normally would have been. Because usually they're supposed to be like 45 minutes. But I think it's like 38-ish. Because I don't actually know the normal time for it due to timestamps and everything when it comes to editing. Because I have to edit this and then I'll figure out the actual time. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in Chapter 7. Peace out. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.